Hello and welcome to this inaugural episode of DM on the Go. I am your host, Sam Giannotti, and today I'm going to keep this as quick and concise as possible. We are relaunching our podcast. We are going live with our Twitch page, our YouTube channel, which you'll probably be watching this video on. If not, you'll be watching it on Instagram. We also have our Twitter page. Check us out on all the socials that we'll have linked below. But what is Behold D&D Podcast? Behold D&D Podcast is a humble little podcast that I myself DM as well as my players play. We live all across the United States and we meet consistently to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with the hopes that in growing our podcast and our channel that we'll be able to open up and play multiple campaigns and keep you, the listener, as involved as possible. Now that dream is to have you guys, the listeners, also be involved in our podcast, whether it be us answering your questions, interacting with you via Twitch or other channels, or actually having you in one of the campaigns that we'll have in our podcast. So where are we now? What's going on? Well, right now, in the time of this recording, we are about to relaunch our podcast and to start a brand new campaign. Now, the podcast itself is up and live. If you want to check us out right now, you're watching this video, you want to check out some of our episodes, you actually can watch, or you can't watch, but you can listen to our podcast. Search for us on Google, iTunes, or Apple iTunes, not Apple iTunes. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? Do I even know technology? Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher even. You can find us on all of those channels. Basically anywhere that good podcasts are, you can find our podcast. We recorded up to 21 episodes of our first campaign, and then we had to take a break. I won't get into all the specifics, but essentially life happens, and sometimes you need to take a break from things. So, with that said, we are relaunching our podcast with a brand new campaign. That campaign is going to be Star Wars themed. Well, not themed. It's actually going to take place in the Star Wars universe during the age of the Old Republic. And you need to get hyped because I've been working with my players for quite some time now, and their characters are pretty dope, if I do say so myself. Not because I've helped them create their own characters and I kind of, in each one of them, they're kind of like a child of mine in a way. But besides that, it really is going to be great. So we'll be relaunching that hopefully soon. Keep in touch with us through through all of our socials. I'll have linked below. We'll be, every time we launch an episode, I'll be talking about it. I'll announce it on Twitter as well as our videos, Twitch streams that we have going through. Keep up to date. Like and subscribe to our channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can also keep up to date. You can keep up to date with these vlogs I'll be doing where I'll be answering your questions again. I'll be talking about Dungeons & Dragons, anything really nerd related, and as well as things that we've got going on coming down the pipeline. With that said, our old podcast, which I've talked about, we recorded 21 episodes of. As of time of recording this video, I have edited a number of 8 of those episodes, but they will still be coming through, and my hope is to also have that campaign start up again as well. So we'll have 2 campaigns going, a couple more going on, and I'll talk about those in our next vlog, some of the other campaigns that I want to have you guys, the listeners, as well as my players, obviously involved in. But with that said, welcome. We are relaunching this page. There's a person to my right-hand side, left-hand side. I don't know how this video is going to orient itself. But yes, we are relaunching. We're excited. Get pumped. Follow our other episodes. Follow our podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on all the things, essentially. If you do want to listen to our old campaign, like I said, I'll be making those episodes available. I'll be cranking them out as soon as they're edited. They will come out. Once our new campaign comes out, those will be coming out weekly. Basically, once we record it, I'm going to go right to the editing table. It'll take maybe like a day or 2 to edit, and then those will get posted out there. And again, those other episodes will be, as they come out, they come out. I'll have a little disclaimer, or not a disclaimer, but a little, before each one of those old episodes, I'll put the word legacy, so you will know that those episodes are actually, they're old. They're before we kind of figured out some of the technical limitations of the way that we were recording, as well as kind of working out some of the bugs. So you'll know that some of the poor audio quality and things that you can come to expect from our essentially trial run campaign. I don't want to say that, but that's kind of what it ended up being. We're like, so you know what to expect once you open up one of those videos. And I'll also put a little bit of an audio cue to tell you, hey, listen, you're listening to one of these legacy episodes. This was before we relaunched, and maybe the audio's not the best, but we sure had a lot of fun recording it, and we hope you have a lot of fun listening to it. So with that said, again, welcome. Follow us on all the socials. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I hope to be posting these videos multiple times a week and talking to you guys about all kinds of things. So please comment below your questions. We've got an email, which I'll also have linked below if you want to send questions there, so I can answer your questions. And I am looking forward to talking to you guys soon. So thank you so much. Keep adventuring.